Hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and the word for today is progress. Hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and I am back again with a quick report on the progress that I have made, and also one of the viewers. Now, I don't know if I told you guys, but I did something really not too smart. What I did was that after I got the good news from the doctor about how well I was doing controlling my blood sugar, the next thing I did was start eating some celebration type sugars, and then of course the sugar fairy went, oh, I like this, and the next thing I knew I had packed on 6 pounds. I tried very hard not to beat up on myself, but obviously the reason I packed on 6 pounds was because I put the wrong things in my body. So it needed some pretty dramatic action on my part to do what I need to do to get those 6 pounds off. And what I have done is I've listened to Jody again, and Jody over the last year has dropped 88 pounds, and she has done that by obviously cutting down her carbs, but she has also done it by intermittent fasting. Now, in case you don't know what that is, and by the way, I want to put a warning here that this is not something, if you've got any illness or anything, please make sure you check this out with your doctor and do a lot of research on it before you go ahead and do this. But basically what it is that you just literally drink fluids, basically water and black tea or black coffee if you can, for the longest time. And the longest time is anywhere from starting at about 16 hours. And so you fast for 16 hours, nothing but the liquids, water, green tea, black tea, for 16 hours. And then you eat normally for the other hours. Now, I know that you're probably doing what I did, which is I rolled my eyes when I heard about that and thought, that can't be good for you. So being who I am, I did quite a bit of research, and guess what? Even the Mayo Clinic seems to think that in the short term it definitely does seem to work. So, and as long as you are eating healthily in the hours that you're not fasting, when I say healthily, as long as you're getting in your vitamins and your fibers and all the things you need, your proteins and so forth, during the time that you're not fasting, this is fine. Now what it basically does, just so you understand, for the first 12 hours your body is using up whatever fuel, if you like, you've put in over the 8 hours that you've been eating and sleeping. But here's the thing, after 12 hours, it has a bit of a problem, because it's basically used up the goodness of the stuff that you've been eating. And what it starts doing is it starts cleaning out its cells, starts doing cleanup job, because it's still got some goodness in the cells. So what it does is it starts basically like a vacuum cleaner. It's cleaning out the bad stuff from your cells. Now, this sounds pretty complicated, but I encourage you to check it out. So anything that you fast over 12 hours is actually doing your body good, is the bottom line. Now, I'm not saying become anorexic and stop eating. This is very important that you understand that. There's a difference between intermittent fasting and anorexia. So intermittent fasting merely means that a few days a week you just don't eat for 16, 18 hours or so. Now, the thing is this, that once you get the idea of that, once it starts working for you, you actually, may want to move on to 20 hours rather than 18, or even more. And it is possible to do and okay to do. And the reason I know that is because I made sure, being the mother hen that I am, that Jody checked that out with her doctor. And if, Jody's got issues that she needs to look after her body, but the interesting thing is the doctor approved it. Now, the research says that if you do this, you actually end up helping your body in more ways than one. The point being that you end up in a space where sorry, I'm just distracted because there's a special little place where you go to pick up the groceries, and some incredibly intelligent moron has parked their car there, so we can't get where we need to go and press the button. Totally messed up the system. Never mind. I can be flexible if I have to. Anyway, so you're probably going to want to know my progress, so I will keep coming back and giving you updates. However, I am now on day 4. And I hate to admit this, it is actually way easier. I know this is going to sound really strange, but it's way easier than the cutting carbs thing. I don't ask me why. It's just that, you just literally go and have another cup of coffee, or you have another, mug of tea, or whatever it is that works for you. Obviously without sugar. I'll keep you informed. So, thank you, Jody. I appreciate that. And in part 2, which will follow, I'm going to talk to you about some progress that Jody's made. This is DearMamaSal saying bye-bye for now.